All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving our praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And as you can see here in the Thursday Live, I wanted to cover a few topics here concerning prophecy, concerning, recent world news. And as you can see, I have it in the order of the UK facial recognition. And you have this new disease out here in the earth, right, that started in India. And then also I want to speak about this brewing war of Armageddon. Okay. So I wanted to cover those topics here. I pray this is fairly quick. I don't want to make it too long. It's kind of late, but I pray that it's edifying to you brothers and sisters out there. So without further ado, man, I'm going to hop into this here, and I pray that it's edifying. Now, this video here came out 3 days ago from Sky News, and when I saw it, I was like, whoa, man, the UK rolling out police AI facial recognition. And lo and behold, that's what she said in the video. Then I went back and did some more research to double check to see, hey, this is actually happening. Now, also when I heard it, it reminded me of something that Larry Ellison said, the CEO of Oracle, who was with Donald Trump when he got inaugurated, and he spoke about AI, okay? But even before Trump got into office, this guy, Larry Ellison, did like a little open interview where he took questions and he talked to the people about AI and the plans of Oracle and how policing will be here in America in the near future when they merge with AI. Now, this is a video that I have played countless of times, okay? Countless of times. But ain't nothing wrong with being repetitive and bringing out information concerning prophecy, okay? As you see, I typed in Larry Ellison interview 2024 AI. He did his interview inside of Austin, I believe. Yeah, I think he was in Austin, Texas. So it says, Oracle CEO Larry Ellison in 2024 about AI surveillance, okay? This is what these devils are setting up. AI surveillance, mass surveillance, to where everybody, everything is tracked and traced 24/7, okay? And the cherry on top of this is going to be what? The people receiving the MOTB. That's going to be the cherry on top to give them that godlike power to truly track and trace you all the time, 24/7. So listen to this guy, all right, concerning policing, okay? And then I'll play the video that came out 3 days ago about the UK and what they're doing with their policing now as well. So listen to this here. I make sure my audio is good. All right, here we go.
It would be on TV at headquarters. Everyone would see it. Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Did you hear that, bro? With these new AI cameras, police will be on their best behaviors. Citizens will be on their best behavior. Why? Because they will be watched. It's called facial recognition. They're going to know right away who you are because you're going to be in the system. They're going to know your face, your voice, everything about you. Just as you see in these movies, okay? These futuristic movies with facial recognition and AI and robotics, they're bringing this stuff to life. Citizens will be on their best behavior. So in other words, it won't be no protesting going on like in Minnesota. They're going to have AI cameras and drones to see and track and trace everything and know everybody who's doing the protesting, okay? And make life hell for them. They're bringing in this stuff to pretty much establish order, okay? Establish their power. Like, look, either you be on your best behavior or we're going to make life hell for you. Cut you out the system, right? Not give you your CBDCs or stable coins, okay? You can't go back to work because you're a problem. You're protesting. You're doing all these things. You're a bad person in their eyes, right? This is a guy who was standing with Donald Trump, man. Him, Sam Altman, and then that Asian guy. Okay, I keep forgetting his name. That little stupid looking nigga. But yeah, that was there, bro. But here we go, because he got more to say.
And it's unimpeachable. The cars have camera.
It's unimpeachable. You can't say we don't want AI cameras or drones or this. You can't say that. It's unimpeachable. It's gonna happen, whether you like it or not. And ultimately, it's prophecy, man. These things have to come to pass. Okay? It's going to be hell, but it got to happen. Here we go.
Cameras on them. All right, I think we have a squad car here someplace. But those kind of applications using AI, if we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video. So if that altercation that occurred in Memphis, the chief of police would be immediately notified. It's not people that are looking at those cameras. It's AI that's looking at the camera. No. You can't do this. It would be like a shooting. That's going to be an event that's immediately, an alarm is going to go off. It's going to be, and we're going to have supervision. In other words, every police officer is going to be supervised at all times. And the supervision will, and if there's a problem, AI will report the problem and report it to the appropriate person, whether it's the sheriff or the chief or whomever we need to take control of the situation. We have, same thing. We have drones. If there's something going on in a shopping center, and I'll stop. A drone goes out there, get there way faster than a police car. There's no reason for, by the way, high-speed chases. You shouldn't have high-speed chases between cars. You just have a drone follow the car. I mean, it's very, very simple. And the new generation of autonomous drones.
So if there's a situation at a shopping center, right, like people looting and robbing and whatnot, instead of the cops going out there, they're going to send drones out there. So here in the near future, you're going to start seeing drones in the sky. Not only going to scenes of crimes, but doing high-speed chases on the highway. Instead of the cops going behind someone and chasing them down, they're going to send a drone to go chase you down, bro. High-tech, super smart drones. AI-powered drones to go and chase you down. This is some robotic, futuristic, crazy stuff. But it's going to happen. And it's going to mess people's minds up. Like, what the hell? What? Drones just in the sky monitoring you, bro. This is no joke. And guess what? Ain't no going on the highways and byways no more. Okay? That's going to be out the window. There will be no more going out on the highways and byways once they put drones in the sky, bro. Once they put the AI-powered cameras out, he said what? Everybody gonna be on their best behavior. What we're doing is not good behavior in their eyes. So when these AI-powered cameras are put up and these drones are in the sky, ain't no standing on the highways and byways no more. He said that AI will immediately alert the police. They will have your facial recognition immediately. Send it to the cops. Okay, this is so-and-so. Go get him. Go get them or whoever. So the time is truly short, okay? The time is truly short, player. You think Esau just talking. He's not just talking, bro. He's dead serious. They're going to put drones out in the sky, bro, and have drones monitoring the American people. He said if something happened at a shopping center, a theft or whatever, they're going to send drones out there. So if you think it's a game, this is not a game, okay? These devils are really establishing this MOTB system, this digital prison, man. He's saying that AI going to take care of everything. They're going to take care of everything. Here we go.
Spotting forest fires. A drone spots the forest fire, and the drone then drops down and looks around to see if there's a human being near that heat bloom, and someone else either had an unattended campfire that caught fire, or it's arson. We can detect all of that. That's all done autonomously with AI. All of these are AI applications, and so you think about the application business, and I'm just getting started. I mean, I'm sure you have other things to do.
Okay, so another thing he said is a campfire, a forest fire. They're gonna just send a drone out there to go scope the scene out. So this is gonna be America here in the near future. He's talking about in America. This is Larry Ellison, the CEO of Oracle, who is confederate with Palantir, with Elon Musk, with OpenAI, with Anthropic, all these damn tech companies, okay? They're all working toward the same goal, man. So he just told you what's going to be the new policing here in America. Now let's go to the UK, right? Video came out 3 days ago. It says facial recognition technology and police AI to be rolled out. Home security announces. This is no joke. The UK is about to be different, okay? It's going to be different. In China, they have facial recognition cameras that track and trace you all day long, okay? Keep in mind, Klaus Schwab, right? That old nigga, he said that China is a model for the world. He loves how China runs their country with AI and robotics, digital currencies, heavy policing. They love that, okay? They want it to be everywhere. And so this is what they're setting up, bro, you know? So I'm going to play just a couple, maybe a minute or two of this here, then I'll get my, well, you know what? I'll also read some comments down here as well. But here we go.
But in policing, in all honesty, our response is mixed. While some forces surge ahead with the results to show for it, others are fighting crime in a digital age with analog methods. We will ensure that every force is adopting the latest technology led out of the new National Police Service. And this will include the largest ever rollout of live facial recognition technologies across England and Wales.
See that? Live facial recognition across England and Wales. What is live facial recognition? If you're out in public walking, let's say that you jaywalk or something, right? They will know right away that you jaywalked because AI will report that, okay, so-and-so jaywalked. Probably send a letter to you or whatever, a bill to you. Hey, look, you got to pay for this. Oh yeah, you drop paper on the ground or whatever. I'm just bringing up small stuff. But live AI is them reporting live, okay? Like they're seeing it live right there, right now. If something happened, they're gonna know right away. This is God-like ability. So they're pretty much using AI as their angels, pretty much, right? Noah, hold on, what's his nigga name? This damn fruit fly. Yuval Noah Harari, something. I don't know the nigga name. The homosexual AI dude, right? He said that AI are agents. Okay, they're agents that can be used, and so that's what they're gonna be doing. Them brothers in the UK, all right, they're gonna be, experiencing this hands-on. All right, I'm pretty sure they have a better explanation than I have because they're gonna be actually living in it. Okay, but this is coming to America, right? Here pretty soon. It's coming, But she said everywhere, all the police stations gonna have this stuff, right? So this is serious. Ain't gonna be no more, going out to the highways and byways, brothers. I'm telling you, they're gonna come. They're gonna come for you. Them damn AI cameras see you out there, bro, doing what we do. They're gonna say, no, sir, you gotta go. Y'all gotta go. And it's gonna be persecution on the church. Here we go.
We know this approach works. In London, in just 2 years, the Metropolitan Police have made 1,700 arrests, taking robbers, domestic abusers, and rapists off our streets. When the future arrives, there are always doubters. 100 years ago, fingerprinting was decried as curtailing our civil liberties, but today we could not imagine policing without it. I have no doubt the same will prove true of facial recognition technology in the years to come. At the same time, we will launch Police.ai, investing a record £115 million in AI and automation to make policing more effective and efficient, stripping admin away to ensure officer time can be devoted to the human factor that only a police officer can provide.
Work today is broken.
So there you have it with that. This is no joke, man. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eye out for that over there in the UK. This is gonna be a reality soon over here in America, and Donald Trump is laying the groundwork for this to happen. Is what these people don't understand. He's laying the groundwork for this stuff to happen, but we're on it. Okay, we see what's going on, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, of his plans. These devils won't get an advantage of those who are watching, those who are praying, man. Okay? How? You can't get advantage of somebody who's watching, who knows what you're doing. They're going to catch the masses by surprise because these people are worried about everything but, the truth, man. But reality, okay? Their minds are somewhere else. But we are not ignorant of his devices, of his plans, okay? we see what's going on. And this ultimately is going to lead to the MOTB. Now, the next thing here is about, that Nipah V. Okay, I don't want to say the word because I don't know how they, how YouTube gonna react to it. But this new scare, so to speak, right? I'm gonna play a few minutes of this video. It says, "Why isn't there a vaccine for this virus, which has been around for decades?" So here we go.
Health officials in India have confirmed cases of the deadly Nipah virus, and that's prompted authorities across Southeast Asia to boost security measures, including screenings at some airports. Now, the World Health Organization lists Nipah as a priority disease due to its potential for fast-moving outbreaks.
Traveller testings were a familiar sight during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, a small outbreak of the deadly Nipah virus in India has prompted their return to several nearby countries, including here in Thailand. 2 cases of the virus were confirmed in India's West Bengal state in December. Carried by fruit bats and animals like pigs, Nipah can cause fever and brain inflammation. While not highly contagious, the virus has a high death rate.
You actually need very sustained long periods of close contact in order to actually get infected. But what makes it dangerous is the high case fatality rate. Like 40 to 70% of the people who get infected with Nipah virus will actually die from the infection.
There is no approved vaccine or cure for Nipah. Health authorities in India are not taking any chances, carrying out contact tracing of nearly 200 people. So far, there's no sign the virus has spread. And fears of a wider COVID-style outbreak appear unlikely at this stage.
In the case of the coronavirus, the reproduction number, meaning the number of people who will get infected by the time the one person who was infected recovers, was around between 2 and 3. And that's why the coronavirus spread so rapidly around the world. While in the case of Nipah virus, the reproduction number is much lower than 1.
But health authorities warned the virus could become much more transmissible and remain on high alert.
All right, I'm joined now by Dr. Kaya Abbas.
Yeah, so this Nipah virus thing, whatever it is, who knows? But it's been in the media lately. They've been talking about it a lot. Certain airports have been, checking people and doing checkpoints and COVID, style checks and everything. Just something to, keep in mind. Who knows where it's going to lead to? But it's just something that, to keep your eye on. They're saying that it's not contagious like the C19, but who knows? Media gonna say what they're gonna say. But they have confirmed some unalivings from this outbreak. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say on that video. But I wanna, man, let me go back to this here.
Broken. Every day, people juggle so many different tools just to get work done.
Common standards apply.
Yeah, I wanna play some more of this video here about the UK rolling out facial recognition for the police to use on the people over in Europe. I'm play just a little bit more of this, then I'm gonna get my last video and close out.
Apply both to the technology we use and the quality and performance of our officers. We must and we will set and maintain the highest standards. We have already introduced new vetting requirements, enabling forces to dismiss those who fail vetting checks. Alongside a range of measures to lift policing standards, we will introduce a license to practice for police officers, recognising the professionalism, dedication and duty that comes with the uniform. We must be willing to set clear standards and the performance that we expect within forces and hold policing leaders to account for their delivery. Under the last Conservative government, there was a retreat from the historic role held by Home Secretaries and the Home Office.
It's fine. We heard what she had to say, all right, concerning facial recognition and AI. This will be a new reality for the UK and for Wales. Brothers and sisters who live out there in the UK. Y'all gonna be under the spotlight of this stuff, you know? The last thing I want to talk about, and I'll close out. This is from We On News. It says, Iran flaunts 1,000 new drones. Rubio admits 40,000 troops within Iran missile strike range. Now, if you've been watching the news lately, you've been seeing if you've been watching, you know, there've been a bunch of back and forth between America, the small hats, against the Persians, okay, the Iranians. And Trump has been threatened. You know, he's been on True Social talking cash money, all right? I mean, he's talking crazy to the Iranian people, telling them, hey, you know, come and make this deal or else, you know, we're going to send our armada, you know, and strike you guys and bomb you guys. And some people, you know, some experts, so to speak, are saying that there could be a strike this weekend. Who knows? You know, I don't know. But the tensions are high. These small hats are forcing America to use their military might to get Iran to submit. And ultimately, they ain't looking for no damn deal. They want to overthrow the Iranian government. Okay? This is no secret. They want to do to Iran what they did in Venezuela, what they did to Syria and Iraq. Okay? This is no, you know, nothing different. But the difference will be is that the Persians aren't just some small, weak nation. Okay? They can strike back in their region against the small hats, against certain U.S. military bases. They can do a lot, you know, and they have powerful allies, you know, Russia, China, they're part of BRICS. But who knows how the thing going to turn out? But one thing we do know is that this will lead to more tension, to more, you know, rumors of wars, and then eventually the War of Armageddon, right? Which is something we're looking forward to because according to the Bible, right, once that happens, once the War of Armageddon happens, that's the end of Babylon, okay? That's the end of our captivity. And we're going to see Yahushua. That's in the Bible. The Bible tells us that Yahushua will take part in the War of Armageddon. So that should be a major prophecy that all believers should be looking forward to, okay? Our Lord Yahushua will take part in the War of Armageddon. And he's going to slaughter all the armies of the world. But this is good to see, man, okay? It's good to see America going around the world being proud and threatening nations and bombing people, invading countries. That's a good thing. We don't want it to stop, okay? We don't want them to take the ICE troops out the streets. No, keep ICE out there, okay? Go Trump, go, okay? Because this stupid nigga, Donald Trump, all right, he could very well be the president that get Babylon wiped the hell out, okay? Man been in office 1 year, has caused nothing but hell across the globe. Nobody likes him, okay? Because he's a damn idiot. Nobody likes this dude. All he do is talk about himself and, you know, he talk in circles. He's an idiot, man. But he's a good idiot for prophecy's sake because he pisses off people for real. Okay? He really pisses off his own allies, their own cousins across the pond in the UK. Right? So I'm going to play a small portion of this video. Then I'm going to give my scripture and close out. Here we go.
US President Donald Trump has laid options for Iran as Washington ramps up military muscle in West Asia. Tehran is signaling resistance. It is deploying a fresh arsenal of drones with thousands of American troops within Iran's missile range. The Gulf is turning into a flashpoint that could ignite far beyond the region. Here's our special report.
The waters around Iran are hotting up. The US is increasing its military presence. Nuclear-powered warship, fighter jets, stealth bombers, and 40,000 US troops are on standby in the region. The warning from the US is blunt. President Donald Trump has issued an ultimatum to Iran. He has laid 3 options. Iran must end its uranium enrichment, which is central to its nuclear program. US also wants new curbs on Iran's ballistic missile program and halting all support for Iranian proxies in the region. Trump's message is simple: either come to the negotiating table for an equitable deal or be ready for an attack far worse than the Operation Midnight Hammer. As Trump readies massive armada, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has admitted that American military forces in West Asia are vulnerable to a potential Iranian attack.
We have 30 to 40,000 American troops stationed across 8 or 9 facilities in that region. All are within the reach, theoretically, not theoretically, in reality, all are within the reach of an array of thousands of Iranian one-way UAVs and Iranian short-term ballistic missiles, so short range of ballistic missiles that threaten our troop presence. We have to have enough force and power in the region, just on a baseline, to defend against that possibility. That at some point, as a result of something, the Iranian regime decides to strike at our troop presence in the region.
Iran possesses a large arsenal of ballistic missiles. Nearly all 8 permanent bases and 11 other sites the US operates in the West Asia are considered to be within their strike range. The CENTCOM's headquarters at the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar could be among the key targets. As Washington signals readiness, Tehran is signaling resistance. Iran's army has unveiled a new show of strength. A batch of 1,000 drones delivered to multiple branches of its military. Tehran has deployed its drone carrier, the Shahid Bagheri, into the Persian Gulf, near the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz, in a direct counter to US's growing naval presence. As tensions escalate, Iran's army chief has sent a strong message. Any attack from the US will be met with a crushing response. Tehran rejects talks with the US. It accuses Washington of negotiating under the shadow of military threats. Now Russia is saying that there is still room for diplomacy, while Turkey has offered to mediate between Washington and Tehran. With US forces on high alert, Iran's drones and warships are ready for face-off in narrow waters. With tensions rising and diplomacy frozen, the world watches whether this nuclear standoff ends at the table or on the battlefield. Bureau Report, Beyond, World is One.
Okay. So they talking spicy, everything looking good. This is good news. Okay, this is damn good news. We should be excited. We should be elated. Okay, because all these things, just bills cause tensions to rise, and ultimately, eventually, we're going to see a global war. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Lord. Right? The Lord saying, be patient. Okay? This is the thing about it. We got to be patient, man. Until the day that I rise up to the prey. What's the prey? The prey is these nations and their armies. Okay? They're the prey, man. The nations and their armies. The Lord gonna prey on them. Okay? It says, for my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms. So the Lord, he's determined. He's determined to gather the nations and assemble these kingdoms. So he caused the things that happened between America and the UK, NATO, Russia, Iran, Venezuela. I mean, he's causing chaos everywhere. The Lord mustered the host of the battle. This is his show, okay? This is the Most High show. You got Christians out there talking about they're anti-war, no more war, we're against war. That means that they're against the Bible. They're against prophecy, okay? Let's go to show you how bugged out and lost Christians are. You meet a Christian, ask the Christian, hey, look, is God against World War III? Is God against war overall? They'll say, yes, sure, yeah, no, yeah, whatever. They're bugged out, okay? The Most High is determined to gather these people, man. It says, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. So the Most High want to judge them. And he will judge them by way of Yahweh shot the angels and the nuclear missiles. It says, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So keep your eyes on the news, man. Watch this situation between, American and Persia. Watch the situation, okay, with the UK and facial recognition. This is something to really look into, bro, because this is going to come to America. If it's in the UK, it's going to come to America, bro. Now, America is larger than the UK, right? So it'll take a little more work, but nevertheless, it's going to be all across the country. And by little and little, you're going to see more robots, more talks of AI, okay? More control being given over onto AI. More jobs being lost to AI, right? This is what they're telling us. Elon Musk said by 2028, most people in the world are going to have a humanoid robot in their homes, taking care of their kids, walking their dogs, watching their parents, just doing daily tasks. So the world about to get weird, man. Just keep your eyes on the swivel, stay prayed up, keep grinding, keep pushing, man. The finish line is right there, But so you got to dig deeper, man. Okay? Tap into that second wind, so to speak, and just keep on going, man. It's not easy. Okay, this thing isn't easy. But guess what? You got to look forward to the kingdom, man. Look forward to the blessings, to the promises. That's what Yahweh Shai did. It said that for the joy that was laid before him, what did he do? He endured the cross and despised the shame, and now he's sitting down at the right hand of the Most High. That's in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 and 2. Okay? So with that, I'm going to close out, man. I pray that it was edifying. I'll praise you. How about Shema Shai? Shalom. Hey, shalom, shalom.